Every night, without fail, a 200-pound Great Dane named Atlas takes up exactly 189 inches of a queen-size bed. The remaining 11 inches belong to Claire. She bought that bed for herself. She hasn't slept in the middle of it in 3 years, and she wouldn't change a single inch of it. Not all Great Danes want to be guard dogs. Not all of them want to be impressive. Some of them, like Atlas, just want 11 inches. 11 inches is what Claire gets every single night, on a queen-size bed she bought for herself, in an apartment she moved into alone, in a city where she didn't know a single person. The other 89 inches belong to a 200-pound Great Dane who has never once apologized for it. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Atlas arrived at Maplewood Animal Shelter on a Tuesday morning in February. He was 2 years old, 200 pounds, and had the kind of face that made people stop walking, not to look closer, but to keep moving faster. Kennel 7. That was his world. The floor was cold concrete, the chain around his neck was colder, and every day people came through those doors, looked at him, and kept walking. 28 families in 341 days. Some of them laughed. One couple took a photo and left without saying a word. A shelter worker named Dana said the same thing to every single one of them. He is the gentlest dog in this building. Not one person turned around. Here is something most people don't know about Great Danes. They are not guard dogs. They are not attack dogs. At their core, they are creatures built entirely for one thing: closeness. They were bred to lean, to follow, to stay. Take that away from them for 341 days. Cold floor, cold chain, strangers who won't stop, and something quietly breaks inside them. By day 200, Atlas had stopped standing up when people walked past. By day 280, he had stopped looking at the door. On day 341, he was lying in the corner with his enormous head flat on the floor, staring at nothing. That was the day Claire walked in. Claire was 31, recently out of a long relationship. New apartment, new city, new job. Her coworker had told her a dog would help with the silence. She was thinking something medium-sized, something manageable, something that would not eat more than she did. She walked past Kennel 7 without stopping. Then she stopped. She took 3 steps back, looked at Atlas. Atlas did not look at her. He was still staring at nothing. She stood there for a long moment. Then she sat down on the cold concrete floor directly in front of his kennel, crossed her legs, and waited. Dana watched from the end of the hallway, didn't say a word. 4 minutes passed. Atlas slowly lifted his head. He looked at Claire. Claire looked back. She didn't reach through the bars. She didn't make a sound. She just stayed on the floor. Atlas stood up, all 200 pounds of him. He walked to the front of the kennel and sat down directly in front of her. Then he pressed his enormous forehead against the metal bars and closed his eyes. Claire signed the papers 22 minutes later. The first 72 hours were, by any reasonable definition, a disaster. Atlas walked through the apartment door and immediately knocked over a floor lamp with his tail. He did not notice. He sat on the couch, and it sank so far, Claire genuinely checked if a leg had snapped. He tried to fit under the kitchen table and got stuck. He stood there for 3 full minutes, completely still, as if waiting for the table to apologize. That first night, Claire set up a large orthopedic dog bed, designed for dogs up to 180 pounds, which already should have been a warning. By 1 a.m., the bed was empty. Atlas had moved to the floor beside her, snoring so loudly, Claire lay awake wondering if something was structurally wrong with him. By 3 a.m., he had somehow migrated onto the bed itself, all but 11 inches of it. Claire stared at the ceiling from her 11 inches of mattress and considered her options. The list was short. Atlas outweighed her by 75 pounds. She went to sleep on the 11 inches. She has been sleeping on the 11 inches for 3 years. If you're still here and haven't subscribed yet, honestly, that stings a little. Hit subscribe. Atlas has been waiting at the door for you. The mornings became their own kind of ritual. Every day at exactly 6:47 a.m., Atlas would stand up, walk to Claire's side of the bed, and sneeze directly onto her face. One full-body sneeze. No warning. There was no snooze button. If she tried to ignore it, he would lower his entire head onto her chest and stare at her from 4 inches away until she opened her eyes. He also had a mirror problem. Every morning, Atlas would round a corner, see himself, and freeze, a 200-pound Great Dane genuinely startled by his own reflection. He would stare, then he would look away. The other dog was simply not worth his time. Claire started talking to him the way you talk to someone you actually feel guilty leaving. Full sentences, eye contact, occasionally an explanation. Her neighbors noticed. Stories like this one don't get told enough. Then came the Tuesday in November that changed everything. Claire had been fighting a fever for 2 days. She hadn't told anyone. She lived alone. On Tuesday evening, she came home early, made it as far as the hallway, and sat down on the floor because the room was spinning. Atlas was beside her before she finished sitting down. He didn't bark, he didn't pace. He lowered his entire body onto the floor next to her, pressed himself against her side, and stayed completely still. Claire leaned into him because there was nothing else to lean into. The warmth coming off him was immediate. She sat there on the hallway floor at 2:53 a.m. with 200 pounds of dog holding her upright, and she thought, not for the first time, about what 341 days on a cold concrete floor does to a creature built for closeness. He had been waiting for this. Not the hallway floor, not the fever, just this, someone to stay next to. Today, Atlas is 4 years old. He still takes up 189 inches of the bed. He still sneezes on Claire's face at exactly 6:47 every morning. He still freezes in front of the mirror occasionally, though less often now, as if he has mostly made peace with the other dog. The couch has permanently taken the shape of him. Claire stopped trying to fix it. She doesn't come home to silence anymore. She comes home to 200 pounds of dog who has been watching the door since approximately 8 minutes after she left. Some connections don't announce themselves. They don't knock loudly or ask for your attention. Sometimes love just sits down on a cold concrete floor and waits until you finally stop walking. If you're thinking about adopting, please don't overlook the dog in Kennel 7, the one who has stopped looking at the door. That one has been waiting the longest, and they will give you everything they have. Would you have walked past Kennel 7, or would you have sat down on that floor? Tell me in the comments.